Hello everyone. Today's workout from home video is going to be kicking only. We're going to throw a lot of different kicks today from different angles, so if you haven't already, make sure that you've checked out my warm-up from home video as well as my footwork video so that you properly stretch out, loosen up, and break a sweat. This is going to be a follow-along video with instructions on the screen as well as some reaction drills at the end. Anytime that you see a 30-second break on the screen, make sure that you pause the video, drink some water, and get ready to continue. Now let's get started. Now, before we get into the actual techniques, I'm going to cover some more stationary drills that you guys can do from home. If you've seen some of my other videos, I've covered different animal crawls that you guys can do from your living room or training area. And we usually do those for timed sets. They don't take up too much space. But if you don't have any space or if your space is limited, this is a different idea for drills that you can do, which are awesome. They work out your whole body, and you can do as many sets as you'd like. The first one that you saw me do was burpees, which are incredible. They're really hard. I should probably do more. And now we're switching to mountain climbers, and you can do timed sets. Anywhere from 20 to 30 seconds is fine. If you think you're better than me and you want to do more, you can do that as well, and we'll fight about it later. In a little, you're going to see a different variation of the mountain climber where we're using both of our legs. And you can do anywhere from 10 to 20 of these. You can do 20 to 30 seconds, whatever you want to do, as long as you have different ideas to work you out. You're going to see me do 10 more with the opposite side. And again, these are awesome. They're not mandatory, but it's a great way to build up body strength. And right now, you guys can take a little break. If you've given these a try, grab some water and get ready for the drills. Now, this is the footwork that we are going to be using today. We're going to do this so that you guys can comfortably use both legs and so that you don't take up too much space. You're going to see me do this 8 to 10 times with every kick that we throw, with the exception of the drills that we do at the end. Remember, you don't have to switch angles. I just do that so that you can get different looks at the kicks. But now let's get started. We're going to start with our front kick. So picking that knee up, making sure that we chamber every kick that we throw, pushing through with the hip and making contact with the ball of the foot, stabbing your partner with the ball of the foot. After that, you need to rechamber your kick and drop it in front of you so that you can slide out. We're going to switch to the roundhouse kick now. So twisting, pivoting on that support leg, raising the knee up at an angle and hitting with the instep, making sure that we're snapping the leg after. Remember, this is for technique. We're not hitting with full power. You want to make sure that you don't hurt yourself and that you don't have a hard time recovering, especially if you miss. Keeping your hands up, raising that knee up and snapping the foot. Now we're going to switch to a side kick. So raising the knee up high, making sure that we're aiming with the hip and pushing through, making sure that the side of the foot, the blade of the foot, and part of the heel is what you're making contact with. Raising that knee up and pushing that leg out, bringing the knee back and sliding out. You need to make sure that you bring the knee back before you put it down so that you don't lose control of the kick. We're also going to throw our back kick. So pivoting on the support leg in the opposite direction as we would a roundhouse, making sure that we're turning and looking over the shoulder, picking that knee up and thrusting it through just like a horse or a mule would kick. We're going to do this one 8 to 10 times, making sure that your hands are up, turning and looking over your shoulder. Very nice. Switch sides. Now, once you come back from your water break, we are going to focus a little bit more on the high kicks or the head kicks. The first one that we're going to throw is our inside out hammer kick or your axe kick, depending on what your style calls it. We are going to raise that knee inside out. Once the foot goes over your opponent's shoulder or over their head, we are going to force that heel down with as much power as we can. Naturally, if you're not working on a comfortable mat or a safe mat, you want to make sure that you're aware of your surroundings. The last thing that we want is for somebody to slip and fall. But still, we're going to try to focus on kicking a little bit higher than before, especially now that you should be properly warmed up. You should even be sweating a little. The difference mainly between the kicks that we did in the first round and the kicks that we're going to focus on now, as you see with the crescent kick as well, is that the main target is going to be the head. That's not to say that you won't see front kicks or round kicks thrown high, but those we usually work them to the body, whereas the hammer kick, the crescent kick, the hook kick, and the spinning hook kick, those have a specific target in mind, which is the head. We're going to throw the crescent kick now, raising that foot outside in. The first couple of times that you saw me throw it, you saw me use my hand as a guide to make sure that the bottom of the foot makes contact with the hand. You can also do it without the hands, going over the shoulder and striking the side of your opponent's head. Now we are switching to the front hook kick. So the front hook kick is almost, it's very similar to the round kick, with the exception that now we are going to hit with the bottom side of the foot. The chamber, the pivot of the support leg is all the same. The knee is going to raise up, but instead of hitting with the instep, we are hitting with the bottom side of the foot, mainly the heel. Especially when you're focusing on technique, you want to make sure that the heel is what you're striking with. I discussed this in the other video where we went over hook kicks as well, especially for point style, for competition. Sometimes they emphasize striking with the ball of the foot, with the bottom of the foot. But when it comes to striking with full power, the proper way, you want to make sure that your hook kicks are being struck with the heel. Now you're seeing the spinning hook kick. We're going to pivot just like we would with a back kick. We're going to turn and look over the shoulder, making sure not to overspin, making sure that your upper body doesn't follow your leg. That way you lose control of the kick. We're going to make sure that we pivot, turn, look over the shoulder, and strike. Nice job. We're going to do this a few more times, making sure that you pivot, look over the shoulder just like you would a back kick, raise that leg up, swing, and strike with the heel. This is your spinning hook kick. In a little, we're going to take a break. Nice job. All right, once you come back from your break, we're going to finish up our high kicks with the face level roundhouse. So the same setup as the traditional body roundhouse, but we're going to raise that knee up a little bit higher, making sure that after we extend the leg and strike with the instep, we still rechamber the leg and drop it in front so that we can slide out. The last thing that we want to do right now is overspin and create that habit, especially if we get back to sparring. You want to make sure that you control your leg when you miss the kick. Some of you guys might not be able to kick to the face yet because of your age or belt level, but that doesn't mean that we shouldn't be practicing face level kicks. The last thing that we want to do is ignore these techniques just because we can't apply them in sparring. We need to cover everything so that we can improve our skills, making sure that we snap the leg and slide out and finish this up. I have a cool one for you coming up next. Alright, now if you don't know how to do a 360 roundhouse, you might want to go over this tutorial a few times. It's going to be pretty short, but pretty much we're going to spin from behind and follow through with the back leg roundhouse. Before that spin actually touches the ground, we are going to throw the back leg roundhouse forward. It's going to look like a jump like that, but once you have it down, we are going to do a 360 roundhouse with no step. So spin from behind and throw your 360. For me, the secret to a good 360, at least one that doesn't look like it's going too high or too obvious, is to spin low to the ground, making sure that I'm actually spinning, keeping my foot pretty low to the ground without actually touching the floor, and before it actually hits the ground, throwing the back leg roundhouse through. A lot of times you see people pick their knees up and overcommit to the roundhouse, and not to say that that's bad or improper, but the problems that I've seen in competition or in sparring is if you overcommit to it and your partner can see that you're throwing it, they can set up a counter and it's going to be very difficult to get out of it. 360, anything with a spin requires a lot of commitment, a lot of effort, and the last thing that you want is to be so far into a technique that you see your partner's counter coming and you're unable to get away. So now we're going to do it with the other side, making sure that we're turning. And again, it's not to say that we don't raise that knee up, we're just not going to raise it up way too high. This is going to make it easier for us to follow through. Even if we miss this 360, we could follow it up with a back kick, a hook kick, anything that you want to follow up with. But we're going to throw it anywhere from 5 to 6 times with each leg, making sure that we're spinning, turning, and following through with the back leg roundhouse. And again, we're still going to try to drop that leg in front and slide out after, keeping your hands up. Nice job. Just a few more times. Hands up. Turn, spin from behind, and finish up your 360. Nice. And that's going to be it for our basic kicks. We are going to move into some more active rounds after this 30-second break. Alright guys, now the first 60-second round that we're going to do is going to be 60 seconds of 2 kick combinations. You're going to make up your own combinations now. It's going to be a lot of fun, but it's also going to be a little bit challenging. Any 2 kicks that you want to throw, one right after the other. After you throw them, then make sure that you recover and get back into your fighting stance. So you can throw kicks that we've covered in this video, kicks that we didn't cover in this video, any techniques that you want to throw. Now is the time to throw them. Just make sure that you have your hands up. Make sure that you're able to throw one right after the other. And after the second one, you still have to drop the leg in front and come back into your fighting stance. You can switch it up. You can do body, 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 face. You can do right to left, left to right. It doesn't matter. You can do both kicks with the same leg if you want. Just make sure that it comes together well. Make sure that you're throwing it accurately with the intention of striking straight and moving out after you're done. We're going to move into a 3 kick combo right now after this break. Awesome. Alright guys, now this round is going to be 60 seconds, 3 kick combos. We're going to throw 3 kicks back to back to back, making sure that your hands are up, that you're facing forward, and that after you're done throwing your 3rd kick, you drop the leg in front and slide out. We still want to make sure that we have control and that we're able to recover, especially if we miss. I'm sure you guys are starting to notice that you can't just throw any random kicks and make your own combo like that. It has to come together in a way that makes sense so that you can apply it in sparring, because if you can't throw these techniques in sparring, why are we throwing them at all, right? Those 2 kick combos that you were throwing in the previous round, you can throw them again. Just make sure that you add a 3rd kick. If you notice with me, a lot of the power kicks or the kicks that require more technique, I save them for the final kick. But again, throw whatever you want to throw. See if it works. See if you can make it work for you. But you still have to recover. After this, we're going to take a 30-second break. Great job. Alright guys, ready for a hard one? We're going to work on our side kicks only, and we're going to build up towards a triple side kick. So we're going to do 1 side kick and recover. Follow that up with a double side kick and recover. Finish that off with a triple side kick and start over. We're going to do this for 2 rounds. So if you want to work on your right leg only this round and then switch, you can do that. I'm doing 3 with each side. But the idea here is to throw 1 side kick, come back to your fighting stance, follow that up with a double side kick, come back to your fighting stance, and finish that off with a triple side kick and back to your fighting stance. This is going to be a very hard drill. Not everyone's going to be able to do this one. As you can see, I have a hard time with the triple, but this is the best way to build up your hip strength. You know, you got to be able to throw more than 1 kick at a time. If you're able to work on it with the side kicks, eventually you'll be able to add roundhouses and hook kicks to this technique. But the best way to start is with your side kicks only. We're going to switch legs right now, making sure that you're picking your hands up all the time, making sure that the knee is always coming back, and that you're throwing the techniques with power. You don't want the first 2 to look sloppy so that you can put power into the 3rd one. The idea here is to have all 3 side kicks done with full intention. Now I'm going to explain to you the next round. The next round is going to be a little bit of a challenge round. We're going to do a reaction round. So you're still going to be able to finish this one and take a break. But after your 30 seconds and you come back, I want you to get ready because I'm going to call out numbers. If I call out a number, you're going to throw a specific technique. Now listen up. Number 1 is going to be a front kick. Any leg that you want, just throw a front kick. Number 2 is going to be a round kick. Roundhouse with any leg. Number 3 is going to be a side kick. And number 4 is going to be a back kick. You're going to do this in 1 spot. We're going to do 3 rounds. Each round is going to be a little bit shorter than the last. So make sure that you're ready. You're going to stay in your fighting stance and react to whatever number I call out. 1 is a front kick, 2 is a round kick, 3 is a side kick, and 4 is a back kick. Make sure that you're ready to go. Alright, the instructions are on the screen. Ready. 1, 2, 3, 1, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4, 1, 2, 2, 1, 3, 3, 4, 1, 1, 2, 2, 1, and break. Now our 45-second round. Ready? 1, 3, 1, 4, 1, 2, 2, 1, 4, 1, 1, 3, double 3, 1, 2, 4, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 1, and break. Alright guys, the last round is going to be 30 seconds. Ready? Full speed. 1, 1, 3, 1, 2, 2, 3, 1, 2, 4, 4, 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, and break. Great job, guys. Alright guys, and our final round for today is going to be a 60-second freestyle. So this is going to be our last round. We're going to throw any kicking combo that we want to throw. It can be a single, a double, or a triple, but we're still going to bounce, we're still going to keep our hands up, and we're still going to focus. I'm sure you guys are feeling it. I was definitely feeling it at this point in the video. But again, what I like about the videos that we've been doing, whether it's our advanced warm-up or our footwork video, and a video like this one, is that over time you're able to come back and see how much better you are at it. It's not the kind of video that you only do once and never have to do again. If you're interested in improving and challenging yourself and seeing how much you can do, you can always come back to these videos and push yourself a little bit harder. That being said, I'm going to let you guys go. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, give this video a thumbs up, share it if you can, and I will see you guys for the next one. Thank you. Bye.